I'd like to welcome everybody to the Jefferson College September edition of the Friday Speaker Series. It's great to see each and every one of you back here for today's program. Of course, I'm not Dr. Ray Comiskey. Unfortunately, Dr. Comiskey today had a prior engagement, so he asked to send his regrets. I'm the college's Marketing and Public Relations Director, Roger Barentine, so I'm just standing in for him today. Normally, of course, Dr. Comiskey would be greeting you, but nevertheless, it's great to see each and every one of you, a great crowd here today, and a very interesting topic I think you'll enjoy hearing from our guest today. Before I get to that, we do have a couple of special guests that I would like to recognize. One member particularly from the Jefferson College Foundation, that is Rick Vest. Rick? Great. And we've also got some additional guests that our speaker today will be introducing as well, so I ask you to give them a great round of applause when he does come up. You'll find there on your table today, since our topic is continuing education, you'll find a brochure at your station that lists all of the college's continuing education and workforce development programs and courses that we're offering this fall. And so as I introduce our guest speaker here in a moment, I just ask you to look through that brochure. There are a number of interesting courses seemingly everywhere throughout Jefferson County. And again, our guest speaker will be talking about that a little bit more today, but you may want to pick one of those up and look at that throughout the afternoon. Well, having said that, as I said, you are in for a treat this afternoon when we talk about the college's continuing education and workforce development program. It truly is the community arm of what we do here at Jefferson College. There are literally courses when you look through the listing and the mailing that we have in front of you from seemingly age 2 to 102, and everybody in between. And so when we talk about really being an extension of trying to reach our community in relation to the mission of our institution, this is one way in which, as I said, really something literally for everyone, whether you're a professional, whether you're a senior, whether you've got children who want to learn how to swim. So many opportunities are available through the continuing education program. And our guest today is the gentleman that coordinates all that. He's Hal Neisler. Many of you know, of course, Hal for a number of years working with the radio station. So that big booming voice when you hear him in just a few moments. But a terrific guy, a great representative for Jefferson College. And so please give him a warm welcome, Hal Neisler, Director of Continuing Education.
Thank you, Roger. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Friday, right? And I really appreciate the opportunity to speak to everyone today here, and especially on JCTV, about continuing education. I'm just going to speak a little bit about some of the exciting programs we have coming up this fall. Some of the things are already underway, but and then a little bit I'll introduce the two guests. I have an instructor and a student with us today, so we're gonna show off a little bit. I'm so proud of so many of our programs and courses and instructors. I just wish I could have brought more with me today and show them off, but I do have Mel and Adam here, so we'll bring them up in just a little bit. Our department, Continuing Education, Workforce Development, we're led by Brian Herrick. Also in our office is Renee Leshy. Renee just joined us about a year ago. She is out and about with workforce development, with courses in various businesses and industry around Jefferson County. Lori Robart is our department secretary. We have Vicki Siebold is our registrar. Doretha Fitzgerald is one of our part-time staffers. And we really, really depend on our student workers very much. And right now we have two great student workers, Chelsea Ivy and Pam Tullock. We also lean on just about every department here at the college, whether it's Roger in public relations or downstairs in the COS, the copy shop, the graphics department. We'll rely on Terry in the president's office, the business office, everybody. We just kind of leverage as much as we can. We are not just in Hillsborough on this campus, but we're at our other three campuses as well with courses. We're at Northwest and Arnold, at Imperial now with our computer courses. We're also offering classes, and we have for many years, but we partner with several school districts here in Jefferson County, in Festus, Fox, DeSoto, and we depend so much on the great help of those building secretaries and the school principals there and the custodians. So while our staff is only 5 or half a dozen or whatever, I think our team just goes way out there in all 4 corners of the county with all the other support help we have in those locations that we depend on. Roger told you about the postcard flyer. Like this, we open it up and there everything is. We highlighted the BTOP classes that I'm going to talk about in just a little bit, tell you what BTOP stands for. But this piece here goes to every mailbox in Jefferson County. So hopefully when you got it in the mail, you did take a look at it, and we hope you take one home or take a few home and hand them out to your friends and family. And you could see, like Roger said, we do offer a wide range of classes. We have our swimming lessons that start tomorrow, and we get kids in the water as early as 6 months old with their folks. Mom or dad is in the water with the little baby, introducing them to the pool for a half an hour every Saturday for the next 10 weeks. So it turns out to be the 5 hours in the pool, and we take those swim lessons all the way from the younger ages all the way up to adults. We have had people call us and say, I never learned how to swim. What can you do? Well, I think everybody needs to know how to swim. And so we developed a class for adults, learn how to swim. We just bring them in, and they have a good time. And we have a great facility here at Jefferson College with our pool, and great teachers as well. But we have country line classes, computer classes, scuba certification, motorcycle safety, and again on the serious side, we have the partnership with the Jefferson County Health Department with our basic sanitation and our Serve Safe classes. Those classes are for the area restaurant workers. Maybe you're a volunteer at the church and they needed you to come take basic sanitation so you could work at the church picnic, at the concession stand, or at the kids' ball field concession stand. So those are some of the fun things with the swim lessons and taekwondo and judo, all the way up to the real serious stuff that we do with the area professionals. So we cover a real wide gamut of courses. We also, as I spoke about a little bit earlier with our workforce development, Renee Leshy and Brian Herrick, we work with a lot of professions, whether it's the electricians, the carpenters here in Jefferson County, providing them some extra training and certification, but home energy auditors, OSHA training, drinking water and wastewater, customer service training, and a whole lot more. Just yesterday, we sent one of our instructors to Columbia, Missouri. We had a phone call from an agency there, and they needed a class for 12 people on mold and moisture. It's a weatherization class. They called us about 3 weeks ago. We said, sure, we can do it. We got the instructor together with their agency in Columbia, put it all together. They said, we'll pay for 12 people, and we sent the instructor out there yesterday for a full-day class. Boom, just like that. That's a little bit of the difference there is between continuing education and the credit side. We can really bring things together a little bit faster on certification and put together a good delivery with our area businesses. So we're proud of that. The Broadband Technology Opportunities Program, we just call it BTOP for short. If you haven't heard about it, it's part of a grant program. It's a federal grant program. There's about 6 or 7 community colleges across the state of Missouri participating. We are among them. And those courses are highlighted on that flyer. There's 13 BTOP programs, Broadband Technology Opportunity Program courses. These are free one-night courses at our 4 campuses, okay? Hillsborough, Northwest, Imperial, and Arnold. The 13 are an introduction to online courses, basic computer skills, basic internet skills, e-books, email basics, if you want to get brought up to speed on emailing, find a job using the internet, identifying and selecting a broadband internet service provider, Introduction to online research, keeping your computer safe, trying to stay away from all the viruses and malware and everything. Microsoft Word Basics, promoting your business on the internet, and Web 2.0, wikis, blogs, and social networks like MySpace, Facebook, and what have you. They're one-night classes. They run about an hour and a half to an hour 45 minutes. They are free. All you have to do is call our office and enroll. We offer a number of those at various times throughout the semester, so if you miss an opportunity, you could probably pick it up later, maybe at another location or that same site that you have your heart set on. We started with this grant program in the spring, and we'll probably wrap it up in the summer of 2012. Now, the good thing is not only are the courses free, but the grant provides for free books. So this is the book you would get for the Computer Basics class, okay? It's a nice full-color book. This is the book in regards to helping your business on the internet, marketing your business on the internet, the new rules of marketing and PR. This is a pretty good value as well. This is the book we use for the Internet Basics. Oh, and this is the research book for the internet, I'm sorry. This is the internet book here. We go through a lot of these. And also the online education book. A lot of people are taking online classes these days, and we just have this simple book here, Online Education for Dummies. But anyway, the class is free. All you have to do is invest your time and gasoline. And for some of the classes that do not have a book, we do provide a free flash drive. And the flash drive, we've put some information about Jefferson College on there. We put the PowerPoint program of the class on there, so you can take that home, throw it in your computer, view it all again. And it is a federal program. Again, the classes are free. If you want to find out more, the best way is to go online at jeffco.edu. So we also have the wide variety of computer online classes with Education to Go. A number of things you could take online in case you just do not have the time to attend a class in person. There's language classes, personal development classes. Take the class at home, sign on whenever you want, the middle of the night, Saturday morning, late at night, whatever you want to do, take the class and you take it at your own speed. They release a lesson a week, and those classes are very popular. We've had a lady go through 3 levels of speed Spanish. So she liked it that much that she's taken all 3 levels of speed Spanish. I think that's about it before I bring up my program guest today. Again, the best way to find out more about continuing education courses is to go to www.jeffco.edu. And you can find our phone number there, call the college, find out more information. Our schedule is online there, and you can just get a lot of information. About 3 years ago, Mel Bescher, who lives over on Highway Y, called me up with an idea for a continuing education course about songwriting and music publishing class. So Mel and I, we had a couple of meetings together. We put the class together. We had 28 students that first class. I think we wanted to cap it off at 15, and then we just kept getting phone calls and said, all right, let's squeeze in 20. And then, all right, let's squeeze in 25. And it grew to 28. And one of the students of that class was Adam Young. Adam is here today. Adam and Mel struck up a terrific friendship, and I'll let you hear more from Mel about their friendship, and they're playing concerts together now. And I just wanted you to be introduced to one of our students, one of our instructors. This is one of the fun CE courses that we have here at Jefferson College, but when it becomes a music partnership, kind of gets into the business end, doesn't it, guys? And it becomes a little bit more serious, as you'll find out. So I'd like to bring up Mel Bescher, and then I'll let you introduce Adam.
Well, thanks, Hal, for asking me to come out. And hello, everybody. and I was told that there would be some time to answer, any questions. So if you have any questions about specifically what I try to show everyone and the information I try to give, I'll answer as many questions about that as I can. But rather than focus on that, I wanted to focus on the fact that Adam, like Hal said, being in the very first class, when I first heard him, I had everyone write down on a piece of paper when they first came in, those first 28 that he talked about. Write down 3 things, for me, if you would, that you'd like to get out of this class, And boy, I took them all home that evening and looked at them, and the next week I came, I was prepared to try to deal with each and every one and see how I could help them achieve those things. One of the things Adam had on his paper is, I want to make a record. And that's a pretty big wish. There's a lot involved in that. And after the class was over, if I'm not mistaken, Adam, did we not, just a week or 2 after the class, we went into a friend of mine's home, and we recorded 17 songs that you'd written, just you and your guitar. And we lived with those songs for a little while. But we spent the last 3 years building a friendship and talking daily, almost, about all the steps that we were going to have to touch on from day to day to get that goal met. We ran up, like we all do, with a lot of hurdles. We tried many times. It just wasn't the right situation, the right time, the right musicians. Maybe their time wasn't available. But this spring, after about, and I remember telling him too. I remember, saying that it was going to take a while. It was this spring, and we finally found the right place and right time, right musicians that were all available, and we had the time to educate each other and all the steps that were going to be needed and really prepare him for when it actually happened. Then where the hard work began, because I have spent my lifetime in this business, and I just like the old saying goes, the more I think I know, the more I hate to say it, but I'm always constantly learning, and I learn, and we've learned from each other. But rather than go on, I just wanted to, what I was thinking about doing, we recorded a beautiful record, and we're so proud of it. We're going to start we're in the process of starting a record label. Adam's going to be the first artist released on that label. And then in the winter, I'm planning on going in and doing a new record of my own. And in the spring, we have another friend that we met through all these connections that we're going to take in the spring and record him. So by next summer, we hope to have 3 products out there on the label. By this holiday season, you should hear Adam's record on local stations, and then we're going to give it just as many stations as we can across the country after that. And we're just going to do as much as we can for him. It's been quite a journey, and it's just, we're proud of each other, and it's been so much fun. And but I would like for him, if he would, come up and play a song that the very first class, he played this song for me. And I just knew that there was something to him, lot deeper than I could see that day. And I wanted to have the opportunity and the luxury to take the time to discover all those things about him. And I'll have him play this song live like I heard it that day. And then I'd like to play you, I wish we could share the whole record with you, because it's nice to sit down and hear all of the diversity that I've discovered in him as a writer. But what I'll do is I'll let him play this live, and then we'll play you just a little sample of one of the songs that we recorded. And give him a hand. This is Adam Young.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Hal.
Welcome.
It's definitely been an adventure. This was called the River Raft. I just, after kind of a bad day at work, I kind of come up with it when I got home.
time that we thought we were related at first, because when I asked Adam, I said, Yunt, I said, did you have an uncle by the name of Jim? Or I said, did you know a Jim Yunt? He said, yeah, that was my uncle. I used to play music with his family when I was growing up. Well, we went from there to finding out that we really were related. You know, so that had a lot
So
to
now-
do with
now
him
we're
being
stuck
able
with
to
each
put
other.
up with me for 3 years. You know.
Now we're stuck with each other.
But Hal was a little disappointed I didn't bring my guitar today, and I usually bring it everywhere I go. But I'll sit here and sing one with Adam, at least give him a few harmony lines on it. You want to tell him about this song?
Yeah, this one's got modern references in it. It's I don't know, I kind of thought of it as a novelty song when I first wrote it, but Mel kind of liked it, so it kind of ended up on the record. It's called like, you know, like if you had a little switch that you got bad memories and stuff come up, you can just kind of turn them off. That's kind of what it's about. I see I got a creaking on my G string here.
It's a shame you have one.
Oh well, that's good enough. All right, it's called the memory switch. Well, today I figured out something cool. I didn't pick it up from school, and I didn't learn it from my TV. But I can turn off my bad memories. I can turn off my bad memories. Ones I don't want coming around. If it's something that I don't want to think about, I could just hit stop like on my DVDs. I can turn off my bad memories. Well, everyone's had 'em, and you know it's true. From Jesus to Judas to Motley Crue, from Ben Stein, Einstein, Angelina Jolie, seen their share of bad memories. But I can turn off my bad memories, the ones I don't want coming around. If it's something that I don't want to think about, I can just hit stop like on my DVDs. I can turn off my bad memories. Well, it ain't about blood and it ain't about beer. It ain't about looking good in a mirror. It's working towards becoming free and shaking off your bad memories. 'Cause I can turn off my bad memories, ones I don't want coming around. If it's something that I don't want to think about, I could just hit stop like on my DVDs. And I can turn off my bad memories. Thank you.
There's time. I can do one more song here, if
Please.
Adam will let me, that I'm going to do for Hal's anniversary, because it's his anniversary today. Are there any questions before I play this song? Anything you'd like to ask me? Thank you.
Name of the label.
Pardon?
The name of your label.
Well, we are in the process. We were going to call it Broken Records. You have to do a search for, names that have not been chosen yet. And that was taken. There was a couple rap labels that had that. And so we have 3 other names that we're searching right now. And we'll figure it out here in probably the next week or so what that's going to be.
You're gonna let us know?
Oh, absolutely. Certainly, any way that you have any questions for me at any time, contact Hal or anything, any way, anything I can do for you, any regard. Or,
Oh, thank you, sir. These 2 guys are too, there ain't no doubt about it.
he's that's why I say, your name George? Yeah, George. I wish, like again, maybe there'll be an opportunity very soon for you to hear his whole project, because I'd love for you to sit down, because it's very, very beautiful. We're very proud of it. Thank you.
No, I have a question.
Yes.
I asked you that a few seconds ago, right before you was playing, but your class deals with the marketability, the business end of it. When you hear his song, like that first song he played, how much different do you have to change that around to make it more marketable, to be able to sell it to the final product? I mean, how much Is it better to sound like somebody that's already out there, or is it better to have your own individual sound?
Everything's different. I mean, depending on the market you're going toward. You know, if it was a country market, you know, today's country market out there is pretty well defined, what they want. Adam's going to be in what we're going to call, you know, you call more of a folk market, much more open. It gives you a lot more freedom to be closer to the bone of who you are, you know. As far as the way I heard the difference in that, when I heard that the first day, ironically, I heard a lot of ways that could have been recorded, that particular song, that first song. But 3 years later, we tried to get it pretty much as close to the original way and didn't want to alter who he was at all. It took us 3 years to do that. And it's, other than some fiddles and some guitar, it just took a long time to learn how to bring out the sincerity and realness of who he really is. That's the trick, you know. And I think that's what we succeeded in doing in this. You know, sonically, it's a really good sounding record, but you can sure hear his heart and his soul inside of it.
People react to purity too, you know. I do. I look for live recordings of things a lot more than I even do studio, you know, just to really get a feel for what they're really doing.
To become a fan of that artist because of that, you know, as opposed to hearing a song that you want to, you know, particular take a worry away or dance to, or etc. You know. And I think Adam's going to be one of those people, depending on the size. You know, the size of his art audience may be smaller, but they'll be loyal to him because they'll love what he does.
How did you become connected with Jefferson College?
It started out, I had a neighbor who, one of the ladies that worked at Continuing Ed wanted her to do a dog grooming class, and she didn't, for whatever reason, couldn't do it. So she said, well, why don't you do some kind of music thing at the college? And that's why I contacted Hal, and it went from there. And I liked everybody right away. And we've had a good time. Hope it can keep going. But we'll do this for Hal for his anniversary, and for anyone else that's celebrating many years together. There ain't no easy road. It's hard to keep a relationship together. Nobody's a piece of cake around the clock, are they? There was a time when we'd be the last to leave, just watching the sun come up while everyone fell asleep. The music was always loud. I'd smoke and drink too much until I'd fall in your arms and into your loving touch. Now as the years roll by, time has reeled me in, and I've slowed down a notch or two from the way things were then. Those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. Remember the days when we'd pack our bags and run, chasing some crazy dream into the morning sun. But now as the twilight falls, I find I'm satisfied
satisfied just watching the fire glow. As long as you're by my side, here in my heart it seems sometimes times pass me by, but I love you as much today as the very first time. Those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. Oh, I still want you the way I wanted you then. If I could do it all over, I'd do it all over again. Those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you.
Thank you. And really, any more questions before we're a little bit late? Any more questions? We can have some after we're through, but be happy to stay around and talk to y'all. But we enjoyed it very much, and we will let you know about as much as we can about Adam's project and all the things we're working on. We look forward to it.
Good luck.
Thank you, everybody.